And welcome to Star Geeks. What's up, man? This is Sean.
This is Lil.
This is Steve.
And this is Ed.
And man, we got a special guest, man. My guy, man, always doing big things over there, man, on the hyperdrive. Always got to introduce my guy, man. My guy, George, the Mandalorian, man. We appreciate you coming on, brother. Thank you, man.
For having me. Thanks for having me. Glad to talk some Andor here at the end.
Yeah, we're going to break down the trailer a little bit, too, because, Ed's going to do his little, absolute power thing. So.
Right. Okay.
But, yeah, George, how's the show been going, man? How's everything going with you, man?
Good, man. Good. We've been having fun like always. Tomorrow we're gonna have Paul Sun Young Lee on the show. We're gonna be talking some micro galaxy squadron shit.
Congratulations on that too, man. That's a big get, bro. So
thank you, man. He's been on the show before. He's fun, man. And he just had that figure drop for him from Hasbro.
He did.
So I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a lot to say about that. We're gonna talk about that. We got the March of the Force going on our show right now. So we're doing this kind of like March Madness bracket where we had different Star Wars characters and we're voting on who's gonna win. So we're down to the wire and it's Anakin versus Darth Vader. So I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of nerdy comments tomorrow to be talking about that. So it'll be good.
That's kind of meta. Anakin versus Darth Vader.
Yeah, it ended up there. It's been kind of cool. I think the most like the hardest one that we had was with Ahsoka. We had Ahsoka and the Mandalorian. That was that team up, and they went up against Sabine and Ezra. So that was like first rounds, and man, that spurred a lot of debate there. So it was good. It's been fun.
Who came out on top?
Ahsoka and Mandalorian on that one. So
nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. On our regular show, we used to do like we did like the panels, we did like cartoons, we did 80s cartoons. What else did we do? Horror movies? What else did we did other shit too, right, guys?
We did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We did all the full 64 week to week bracket. So it was a lot of work.
Yeah. Fucking work.
I mean,
George had a good breakdown on his. He kind of just used this thing and kind of it's a little bit easier for Star Wars. Like what we did, I think we did every cartoon. It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, every cartoon in the 80s, every cartoon in the 90s.
Damn.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
Yeah. And of course, you get cartoons that came out in 1989 and 1990, and everyone's complaining that we're putting it on this list or that list. You're like, what the fuck do you want me to do, man? I don't know. The Simpsons came out in 1989. It's an 80s cartoon, technically.
Everybody else, man. How's everybody else going, man? Everybody's week is good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kennett Hockey. They pulled me in because the middle school team went to the championship, and I broadcasted on Monday, and they won. So
I saw it. I was about to text you, too. I was like, when did you start the middle school team now? Like you're a broadcasting savant now here.
Nope, they made it to the championship, and so the parents and the powers that be asked if I would come and broadcast that. And it was good.
Look at that, George. MCE was
Archangel, man. I haven't seen that name in forever, bro. That's what's up, man.
Archangel jumps on every once in a blue moon.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Take me back.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So shit. I mean, Ed, I guess we gotta get into your news because we got a lot of news, but not a lot of news, I guess. Yeah, so we'll get you into it. Damn, where's your little news thing at? I don't even know where it is anymore. Damn, Ed.
I didn't do the new one yet. We're working.
Oh, you didn't do the new one?
No, I didn't do the new one yet.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll play your whole one then, Ed. Ed's news.
It's so sexy.
It is sexy.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up, Flex?
Flex. Yo, Flex. All right. So we're getting closer to the next feature film for Star Wars, Mandalorian and Grogu. And there's some various things. And, they're talking about the budget because principal photography is complete. They finished that back, I believe, November, December. They're saying it falls in around 165 million. It's been interesting because I've read a lot of articles. You've got some people who are like, wow, that's really good. And then others are looking at it going, well, you don't have any really big names that you're paying a lot to. So it seems kind of high. Again, it's all matter of perspective on where you're sitting. I don't think it seems that high for a movie of this quality. I know that they did a lot on the volume, which is a cost savings, but Jon Favreau, I think for most that work on the volume, he manages to make that thing sing. So, and then I'm just kind of curious to see what overall thoughts are. We're getting this, at least as of right now, on May 22nd of next year. So with them having completed principal photography at the end of last year, at least to me, it seems long, like a year and a half of post-production. That feels like a long time. So is it the amount of time, or is it just because there are so many upcoming big movies that it's just a matter of finding the right spot on the schedule?
So much rendering, Ed. Rendering.
And they pulling out all the bells and whistles. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, they're gonna be pulling out a lot of shit. Listen, if we didn't see, let's be honest, if we didn't see the trailer, I guess that kind of everybody didn't see. I mean, you've seen that shit, like,
Yeah.
that they putting a lot of work into that, man. So I can see why it's gonna take a while. If we're gonna get what we think we're gonna get from it, it's a lot.
It just feels like, I mean, if we look at some of the Marvel ones, like the Fantastic Four, it feels like that was announced, filmed, like the timeline feels shorter, and it comes out like 3 weeks after this. I don't know. Just maybe it's just perspective. And again, maybe it's just a scheduling thing. But either way, I'm excited to get it. It just feels like it's so far off.
I mean, you gotta get it right too. This is gonna come under so much scrutiny. Like everybody's, if it's not good, oh man, listen,
I was gonna hear it.
World War III.
Yeah, but the movie could be shit, but if Grogu does one cute thing, it makes all the money in the world.
Well, right. This has got the built-in fan base, and it's gonna have the fan base that fell in love with the Mandalorian because of Grogu and all the merch. So guess what? 165, you're looking at about $500 million to be profitable. Yeah, this is gonna be a moneymaker, hand over fist.
Yeah. Okay.
So good or not, it's gonna make money, and they'll make more, or they'll build more things off of this.
I was waiting. It's funny. I was waiting for a little to put his numbers. I was waiting for him to put the numbers in. Like, yeah, he's gonna.
A little needs one of those little green visors that he pulls down, like the old school tax guys.
He's a money machine.
Do you think it's a sure thing, considering what people have felt about with the third season?
Yeah, man.
I like the third season. I mean, everything has its highs and lows, but I didn't have a problem with it.
Okay.
Because the thing is these movies, and especially at that kind of budget, right? Like, the money is not coming from us. Like, we're already going to go see it, whether we love it or hate it. Even if we hated the third season, guess what? We're all going to go see it. The money is coming from the families that are going to go see it. They want to go to a movie night. The grandparents that go on Tuesday matinees, all those things, and they continue to go. You know what I mean? Is that long leg effect? Because the opening weekend, it'll do 150. I'm going to be modest at this point. Might do more depending on where the state of the world is at next year at this time. But I'm going to say 150, right? And with that, I think it's going to be an easy win. Because it's like, you look at movies that were projected to not do well, like Captain America, it was already projected way under.
Okay.
And that still did a good opening weekend at 90, and then it had a good worldwide opening weekend of almost 2. So I think this one is it's going to be easy, because the worldwide money for this, Star Wars still makes money. It's just, I mean,
this is the easiest movie in the world to dub it. He's in a helmet. It's super easy to dub it everywhere.
I mean, well, there's all those complicated lines that Grogu speaks. So,
yeah. I mean, Jubak, I kind of agree. I mean, there's no safe bets. It's not only Disney. There's no safe bets, period. You look at every studio right now is struggling. The two biggest opening weekends this year, and we're at the end of March, have been 2 Disney movies that have been not Captain America and Snow White, biggest opening weekends, but no other studios had any luck. There's been movies out there with decent budgets that haven't done anything. So you're right. There's no guarantee,
Right.
but if you put something cute on the screen, people go see it. Wow. And Grogu sells so much merch, and I mean, everybody's seen it, right? You go anywhere and there's Grogu merch all over the damn place. So I mean, that's why I look at movies like Lilo and Stitch coming out. Like, to me, that's an easy win, because there's so much Stitch merchandise. It doesn't matter. People are just going to want to see Stitch.
True, and then you got the fan base that grew up with Stitch and seeing it in live. I mean, I'm even interested in going to see Stitch. My daughter loves that character. My worry with Mandalorian is that Grogu's kind of lost a little bit of its luster with the adults. I mean, with the kids, obviously, my daughter, like that Hot Toys just dropped today, and my daughter saw that. She's like, "You're buying that, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." So haven't even told the wife about that one yet. But it's like with the kind of experience I want to have is like when I walked out of Deadpool and Wolverine. Not that I need it to be that rated R level of a movie, but I want the kind of experience that I want to turn my butt around and go sit myself back in the theater and watch it again. That's really what I want from this movie. Because for me, The Mandalorian has been the best that Disney's put out for their TV show series. I love the character and I love the story. So I'm absolutely looking forward to it. I'm concerned with all this, the fails that have happened, and I really I'm kind of tired of the negative take on from fans. And it gets annoying after a while.
Well, so, I mean, it's funny that you bring up Deadpool and Wolverine, right? Like, we've talked about that movie a lot. We all love that movie. Like, I love Deadpool and Wolverine. I can watch it any time. But like, if you want to really break it down at its core, right? It's just a bunch of dick and fart jokes. It's just a bunch of comedy. It's slapstick. But we were able to have fun with it. And I think that's the thing that has gotten away from people. Like, now when we go to the movies, because ticket prices are high, we get buying popcorn, all this stuff. You're expecting an event, and your expectations are so high because we've lived at high expectations. I think, Steve, you say it all the time, right? Like, especially with Marvel, like, they set the bar. They set that bar themselves. Right. But if you keep swinging for the fences, you're going to strike out, right? You're going to have those misses, but then you're going to hit that home run again. And True. that's what the importance here is when you're looking at these movies. Like, if they're not swinging for the fences, then you're just going to get a bunch of mediocre stuff. And we don't want to live in mediocrity. We want those high levels. You're going to get swinging for the fences. You're going to get the Eternals, but then swinging for the fences, you get Spider-Man No Way Home. Swinging for the, you know what I mean? So it's the give and take, back and forth. And sometimes those fences, they don't look good. We as fans, we know they're not going to look good, but we don't get to make these movies.
Steve, what you about to say?
Just that I know we're not going to get it in this movie, but I'm ready for no more baby Grogu. I'm ready for
I agree.
Grogu to do some more shit. Like, I don't know. I know he ages super slow and but come on, man. Come on, man.
Well, if you get Grogu older, then you get a dead Mando.
Listen, fucking find a little warp thing he goes in that he ages and comes back down, and Mandalorian's been like 10 minutes. I don't fucking know. You know how space works? Go watch Interstellar. Send him to that planet for an hour.
At the world between worlds.
Yeah.
That fast now.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit. All right, Ed, next.
So really the only other thing news-wise they're talking about, of course, is Andor Season 2. And they gave us the Andor Season 2 poster, which I love the way they kind of broke this up with where you've got Krennic and Cassian Andor kind of back-to-back, and then the opposing squads.
Is this the poster? I thought this was some Photoshop shit. I'm going to be honest with you.
No,
I didn't realize it till now. I'm like, is that the poster?
Now wants to look hand-painted looking things, man. That's great.
Yeah, it's good. But I thought it was a little like Photoshop.
Most of it makes sense. I don't know who the balding Imperial is down towards the bottom. Dedra Meir is wearing a different. She's not in uniform, which kind of surprises me.
Will she turn?
I don't see how she's going to mean. Anything's possible.
Man, you never know, man.
But and then, of course, we have another character holding a rifle on the rebellion side who you really can't tell. So I don't know if that's the character who's kind of the sidekick of Luthen, but it's definitely got a cool look to it. And then, of course, we got what is probably the final trailer.
Okay.
Most of it was already shots and scenes that we were familiar with. There were a few things that stood out as different that I pulled out to talk. We see Saul Guerrero in his final form looking out the window at Jeddah.
Jeddah, yeah.
So this will lead right up, as we've always known, to Rogue One. But it'll be interesting because when we see Rogue One, Jeddah's in its final stages because the Empire stripped it clean of all of the Kyber crystals. So is this when they find it? And is this as they come in and kind of take over the spot? Was Saul here first? Did he come after? Will you get to see the other characters from Rogue One?
Oh, that's gonna be. I didn't even think about that, Ed. Damn, I forgot they did strip this shit of fucking Kyber crystal. So that's gonna be kind of fucking cool to see them.
Yeah,
stripping.
I mean,
when have we ever seen that? We've never seen that before. Like
no.
To get that is gonna be kind of cool. Like that.
Given the timeline, this is definitely the final of the arc. So the last 3 episodes.
Yeah,
it would make sense because again, you've got Saul Guerrero in his final kind of half cyborg. He's got the breathing mask, so that will be interesting. Again, I'm excited. I don't know how they're going to fit all of this stuff that I'm looking for in. I mean, 12 episodes is a lot more than we normally get, but it's probably not going to be enough. But they're
going to be long. They're going to be long episodes.
Oh yeah, it's going to be like movie.
Yeah,
I'm really hoping they just keep it together, instead of like having. I mean, I'm sure they're going to break it apart into 3 episodes, and you have the intro come in on each one. But it would be cool, if it's like shot like a mini series, and you have like each individual movie. Because they're going to be long enough for that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically getting a feature length can't even talk. Feature length film for 4 weeks straight.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
Oh, I know. This scene,
I'm so excited.
So good, right?
Cannot wait. I think this is the part where we've talked about, because when in the video, you see as Mon Mothma is about to speak, she's got a little bit of a lip quiver. And that being the case, I'm betting money this is her delivering that final speech of the Senate based on the massacre at Gorman, and it's at the end of this when she gets branded an enemy of the state and has to go on the run. Cannot wait to hear that speech, especially knowing the dialogue that we've gotten from Andor. Cannot wait. I mean, we kind of know the cliff notes of it, but
she's gonna talk some shit, bro.
Yes,
she's gonna roast everybody.
And I'm gonna be curious. You're in the Imperial Senate on Coruscant. How do you get away?
Yeah,
you have to have that set up and planned in advance.
She's got her folks. She's gonna have to have her folks all set up and ready to go beforehand. You know what I mean?
Without question.
If they make it,
Rebels?
Say it again.
Didn't they show that in Rebels?
We got after the fact because they helped. Yeah, they helped because they knew they were helping with a mission. They didn't know what it was until it kind of showed up, and it's her. And that was the whole thing when they were in the nebula and trying to get out, and they almost caught her. But they didn't know it was her until afterwards. I mean, they knew the story of like, hey, did you hear what happened? I mean, everybody knew the story, but yes.
So wait, she got out. She got out from the ghost. The ghost helped her
get out. Helped her get out. Yeah.
Holy fucking shit! If we get that,
imagine if we got like a little bit of that. Like you see the ship approaching, I would be like, oh man, I'll lose my shit if I saw that.
Well, but that's what we talked about. That I mean, they have a live action Hera already cast. Like they could just drop her in there too.
Well, we have a live action of the entire cast or the crew of the Ghost. We've seen all of them at this point.
CGI model for Zeb's already ready. Just drop.
I mean, well, he even had an appearance. He had an appearance before when he was in the sitting at the bar.
Could be awesome
next to Carson.
Yeah, it's gonna be so awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, now, and we talked about this already. Given the timeline and all of these things that are taking place, one of the main characters who is helping put all the pieces together is Fulcrum, Ahsoka Tano.
Right.
So it's all in play. The next scene, I don't know what this is. It looks cool. Some kind of castle that has a different style, but very similar to like a Jabba's palace. There is a Lambda class Imperial shuttle parked in the driveway. So something's going on, but I love a different planet, setting, castle.
Is that a hut? You think that's a hut?
Well, the huts, you figure they're Bomar monk monasteries. So I don't know.
Whenever I see these, maybe it's just because of the line of work, but like whenever I see these, I'm always like, man, it's such a pain in the ass for these builders. Assholes dragging people to this fucking mountain, build this stupid castle in the sky for this rich prick.
Yes. We get another good view of the entire group that belongs to Saul, his band of individuals that were in Rogue One.
Yeah.
This is by far the biggest scene that has everybody talking. So I've heard different things. I know there are others out there who think that after what we will talk about in the review of the last 2 episodes, where we see her with a panic attack, that they're saying that it's just her. It's a panic attack. It's only that. Now,
No way,
I don't
man.
think that's
That's a force choke. That's what that look is.
Anybody who does this type of motion in Star Wars, it has other meaning. They're not going to give us what we've seen multiple times, and they go, "Oh no, that's just something different."
She's gonna turn, dog. I'm telling you, she's gonna turn.
But
Well,
who is
this
it?
could
But
do
is that? But is that who's choking her? Is that Vader? Off the
She's not being choked. She's
There's
just
only
ripping her shit off. She was ripping her shit off when I was watching it. Like she was just like kind of ripping everything off. Like,
So you think that
she's gonna turn? I'm just lying. I don't know. I really don't know. Just
I have that feeling too.
I mean, it's
I
possible.
want it to be a force choke though.
So do I.
Yeah, because Ed, what if it is a force choke and it's Luthen?
Well, I was thinking there's only 2 individuals in the universe that we're aware of who would do this. The Emperor is not going to tip his hand. He stays. So that would leave Vader. And again, if I'm speculating and guessing on what it could be, is that if Luthen is indeed a former Jedi who has been hiding in plain sight the whole time, and if something happens to where she screws up, we know who. I mean, that's Vader's job in this point in time. He's hunting Jedi. And if he finds out that there was one right under their nose the whole time and something goes sideways and it's her fault, this would be the ramifications. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I didn't see any of that. To me, I just felt like she was just panicking and maybe she's tired. Like, I don't know. Maybe remember we are time jumping, so there is moments where things may go different, awry.
I don't know. I just watched the last 2 episodes and I didn't catch a feeling of her
At all. I didn't either.
waning away from the Empire in those last 2. So it
No,
seems like
we've got a 4-year time span coming up in this next season, so anything can happen. But
Bix doesn't look like she's a zombie in the poster, so time has passed.
Yes, she's recovered. And then, of course, Mon having the wedding, pawning off her daughter in order to get out from underneath of her financial obligations as she continues to fund the rebellion.
What you think, Sean? You think Mon can get it in there?
Oh, Moff she can get the whole season, dog. Like again, we already had it. Moff, you can get it.
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying, but I don't know. I can't wait.
Oh, I definitely.
Hey, you didn't show the K2SO like the
we saw that already. That was in the previous one.
Was it?
Yeah.
So different in this trailer though. First of all, I like the music in this trailer a lot better than the first one.
I agree.
Oh well, the first one, it was music like what we got from the trailer for the Skeleton Crew.
Yeah,
just something different and upbeat and kind of. It has nothing to do with it. It's just a trailer song.
It felt like a Marvel trailer, or, you know what I mean? Like it didn't feel like a Star. I liked the trailer. Don't get me wrong, but it was a different feel.
It wasn't Star Wars music.
It wasn't Star Wars music, man. Star Wars has that fantasy, vibe to it.
As I've said before, this Andor season 1 didn't really have Star Wars music.
But the score was so good.
It's good, but it's
Yeah.
not something to where you could listen to it without knowing what it belongs to and go, "Oh, that's Star Wars." You would never guess that in a million years.
Yeah, but it didn't have that music from the trailer. Even Skeleton Crew's music, like I like the song, but when I heard the song and the way the trailer was played out, I felt it looked like Guardians of the Galaxy at that point. And Guardians of the Galaxy has a completely different vibe to me than this. So this trailer with the music that they played here, it felt more Star Wars-ish to me, the way they did it.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
No, I agree.
George, you got a question.
I got a question.
Can we ask George what was his favorite unboxing?
Oh shit! I did a lot of unboxings. I don't remember all of them. I don't know, man. I've had a lot of statues over the years. I mean, the Rancor is probably up in the tops of statues I've unboxed. Yeah, it
just looked heavy too.
Yeah, but 9 years or almost 10 years of unboxings. I can't remember every one of them anymore. I got to go back and look at the videos sometimes. Like, oh shit, I did get that.
Yeah, what else you got?
So as we get into some collector things.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Nice Vader popcorn bucket and helmet celebrating the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith at Regal Theaters. So,
Ed, are you going?
If they're gonna play it, let me know. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay.
Star Wars in a big screen? Heck yeah.
Okay. All right. Anybody else going to see it? Hello, you going to go see it with the kids?
No.
Okay.
May is too busy. If this is only a short time in May, like I'm not gonna have any time.
It's in
I'm
April.
sure it's
it's April?
Is it April?
Yeah, April 25th.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah, I will be in Sarasota all weekend. So no.
I'm going. I took the day off.
Yeah. You took a day off.
Like I did the first time I saw it.
You taking the family? You going by yourself, or
I'm going by myself. I'm meeting up with Eben and a bunch of the guys. We're going in Orlando somewhere. One of the theaters there. We're trying to go see it in one of the. They're showing it in 4DX in one of the theaters. So motion seats and all that. So that'll be different.
I don't even know if they even have anything like that around us.
They do, King of Prussia, and we can go.
I should. I know he won't want to. I should ask to see if my son wants to go because this is the first movie he ever saw. Not that he would remember because he was in a stroller. Because I think I went and saw it for the third or fourth time. And I was kind of stay-at-home dad at that point. So I'm like, guess what, buddy? Guess what your first movie is?
I don't know how I feel about that drinking cup, though. Like is that all plastic in the soda?
Yeah. It comes off. A little straw on the top. Drinking out of Vader's head.
If it's the same one, they actually have a good view of it on what's the name of the there's a competing theater that has that same cup.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
AMC?
No, hold on a second. I have it on my Instagram page. It's come on. All right. Cinemark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So on the Cinemark shop, they have a R2D2 popcorn maker, and then they also have that mug on the same site.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But I want that popcorn tin. That's really what I want.
Yes. Very cool.
That Matt Ferguson on it. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I still have the Rogue One popcorn tin from when that came out.
Nice.
Yeah. Shit. Right.
For those who are Lego collectors, we don't know what it looks like, but there is apparently a new Lego Death Star. $1,000 and 9,000 pieces. So the one you're looking at, this is only 3,803 pieces. If you're comparing it to Lego sets, 9,000 is about the number of pieces for the Titanic, which I think is the third largest set as of right now, and it's big because I'm actually looking at it. We have that in the Eiffel Tower, so depending on what this looks like, this might find its way here.
I think that's
really, Ed.
Only because we are, my son especially. He and I both love Legos. He gets usually whatever the biggest set every year. Like I said, I'm looking at the Eiffel Tower and the Titanic right now. They're in front of me. So depending on what this looks like, it'll be one of those things to where if he says, I'm somewhat interested as a Star Wars father, I'm going to be like, well, guess what we're getting for Christmas then? You and I, buddy.
You're a good dad, man. I had a dad like
well.
that.
9,000 fucking pieces, man. Like what? Yo,
Are you gonna put it together? Or are you gonna keep it in the box, Ed?
Well, no, like I said, I'm looking at them. We build them.
I thought you
the
said
only
you had
thing
a
I
lot
s-
of them still in the boxes, though.
Yeah, well, now if I were smart, I'd buy 2 and leave 1 in the box, and then hold on to it for 5 years and sell it for 10 times the amount. But
yeah.
I am curious to the size of this thing.
Yo,
I want to know what it looks like.
2,000.
Like, where would you
Is it-
put something like this? Like,
is it
how
going
would
to-
you display it?
I don't even know what it's going to be. Is it just the actual Death Star? Will it be like the Return of the Jedi one with kind of the incomplete sides? Because they did one like that. Is
Yeah.
it going to have minifigs with it? If that's the case, this thing's got to be ginormous.
Well, you know it's gonna have minifigs. It's gonna probably have 1,000 minifigs.
Exclusive minifigs too.
Mm-hmm.
Love some
You-
minifigs.
No.
9,000.
Yeah. $1,000,
Yeah.
man. Fuck that. You can keep that shit, though. I can get something better than that.
So here are your Star Wars Celebration 2025 exclusive figures.
Mayfex.
Very cool. I don't really do the
No.
6-inch figures anymore or ever, but they are very cool looking ones.
So, I'ma
especially
tell you-
Mando.
These
I'm
are
gonna
like
tell you,
high
years
end.
ago-
Yeah.
Yeah, years ago, I was collecting these. Like, I think I had like 4 of them. I think I had like it was in fucking New York, and I started buying them, and I was like, yo, these are way too expensive. Like they were like $100 a piece. I think they were too expensive. And over time, I was like, I don't need these because I was trying to like compare them with the Black Series stuff, and I was just like, yo, I can't do this. I couldn't keep up with it, and I was just like, there were a lot of figures too. They're great figures though. The articulation is amazing on these things.
Yeah. They're like on Hot Toys level.
Yeah, but it's just I couldn't keep up with it. So I think I dipped out. I think I only had a couple of them, and then that was it. I sold them.
I ain't gonna lie, I want that Mandalorian. That thing was good.
Yeah. It is nice looking. That's
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
They're great figures. Like that for the price. I mean, they're premium figures though, so it's like you can be paying for that, man.
I know.
When, so
we pay for this stuff though.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. Shit.
we talked about this earlier, and there it is, your Mandalorian Hot Toys life-size Grogu.
That was good.
But it's the same thing. Like they've released 2 of these already. The Hot Toys ones, the first Hot Toy one wasn't really that great. I know it broke on the mouth or something like that, but you're releasing the same figure with a bag. Like I don't understand it. I mean, I guess again, like Alo said, Grogu is such a big thing, but like
You don't understand it. They printed millions of dollars just now.
Yeah.
well, yeah, I guess. I mean,
The feedback I've been seeing from this one though is that a lot of people got a little bit, like I said, fatigue for the character. It is a retooled head, so the ears on this one,
You
from
can
the looks
tell.
of it, don't move. So they're good. I mean, they don't remove, so they're gonna be in there. And then you got the satchel and all that. So I think it's gonna be a little bit better than the first.
oh man,
Look at that little picture of him in the satchel. Like you
I
just
love that.
display him like that. Like people are gonna go nuts.
I
So-
want it for my costume.
that's what I was going to say, because I know, George, you have a life-size costume, so you can pull that off and that would work.
Yeah, you just put the bag around your shoulder and he's just in there.
it's done.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I
If
just,
everybody's gonna want to touch him, and I'll be like, no, it's a $500 figure. Get your hands away.
is it $500?
I don't know. I'm guessing
Yeah.
maybe something like that.
$3.99 probably.
Yeah, I didn't see a price, so
You're pretty much paying for the bag. I mean, that bag is probably premium. I would assume if you're paying for it. I mean, it's gonna be pricey.
It's a nice bag.
It's a nice bag. I don't know.
no, it looks good. I'll be curious to. I mean,
Clearly,
disposable.
he sold George on it, so he's getting it. So shit. I'm wrong, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I like the face sculpt on this one. This one looks a lot better than the other one because I've been toying with the other one because I know for Jenny's Star Wars room downstairs, her office, I've been contemplating buying one, but I just never liked that face sculpt. This one looks a lot better.
Yeah, it's cool.
Some more exclusives for Celebration, floor exclusives.
Waffles.
Yeah, weird. There are some I guess Star Wars limited edition wireless earbuds by Audio Technica. They look cool. I mean,
Oh, cool.
yeah. I mean, earphones are such a, I don't know, man. Like, I'm still using the same Beats I had from a couple years ago, so I don't know, but yeah, we're not bad. A fig pin, if you collect fig pins.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back Chewbacca.
They got a list that just came out of all of those that are going to be released. They don't have pictures. That's the first time I saw the picture of that one. But
yeah, it says Ahsoka, Ahsoka Tano, Darth Maul, Rey, and BB-8, Greedo, and Jabba the Hutt.
It's huge list actually. There's more than that.
Shit.
Yeah.
If you
George, you collect fig pens?
No, not I used to. And it was a friend of mine was working with them, so I would go with him to the cons and stuff, and I'd check out some of the ones. And like I have the XL pin of Vader, which is pretty cool. It's limited, but they shot over an email to me because I've purchased from them before, and there's a huge list of these guys. So you got Rey, Chewbacca, Greedo, Darth Maul. There's an Ahsoka Tano. There's a Jabba the Hutt. There's a Star Wars trilogy poster pin that's coming out, and Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader. A Star Wars Droids Mystery miniseries pin, and then there's a case pin that comes with 10 of them, and then a single box pin, and then there's an exclusive. Every time that they do these cons, they have an exclusive like logo fig pin that's gonna have some kind of design on it. So this one has like a Japanese inspired black and white type of look to it. So
okay,
cool stuff.
Yeah, that's cool shit.
Yeah.
They have this Black Series.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, R5 D5. Yeah. It's again, I can't do it. I'm not doing it, but
I like that guy though.
no, well, I have actually the vinyl figure of that one.
Oh, you got that one?
Yeah, I bought that.
Badass.
Yeah, so I actually like it. It really has left my collection, so clearly I enjoy it. But I mean, yeah, if you're again, I guess there's gonna be so much for people at Celebration, which it always is. Like, this is kind of cool. Like, it is kind of cool. Is there a map in the back too? I would assume so.
Yeah.
Well, shit. There you go. If go to that Hasbro booth.
Is it a map, or do you think the package opens up?
Maybe it does, or maybe it's in the pack because it looks like it's actually broken up.
I don't know. Yeah,
that'd be cool. I mean, that's pretty dope. Yeah.
Here
you go, George. Micro Galaxy Squadron. They have a Star Wars Vision.
Yeah.
From I guess it's the Star Wars Vision. It was actually one of the better visions. Was the crew of Korea and our duo from the Star Wars Twins episode.
Right.
That's cool.
3,000 of those.
Oh wow! So that's going to definitely go up in the secondary market. So
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Substantino.
Snoop Dogg.
See, Star Wars Celebration will have a 2025 tile by the Lego Group, which will be an exclusive convention. If you purchase at the Lego counter, there's going to be limited editions of the this little tile that you can put on your Legos. I guess I don't know.
Stand.
I don't know. I don't even know how big it is. Like, how big is it? Like, it's got to be like probably this, like smallish.
Some of this
stuff
it looks like a 2x4.
Look, it's this big. It's exclusive, and people are gonna line up for weeks.
You know they are. They are. And then that's
anything that's exclusive, they'll line up for.
And it's Star Wars Celebration. Come on, man.
I'm interested to see. That's something I'm gonna miss to see it because I'm not gonna be going to the con. Is that they're extremely respectful out there when you go to con. So unlike going to like say San Diego Comic-Con where I don't know if you've ever been, but when you go and you try to take a video or a picture of something, there's almost always somebody bumping into you or knocking you over when you're trying to do video. In when you go to Japan, there's a line that forms, and then everybody gives everybody a chance to take video and photos without any interruptions. Really? So yeah, I'm curious to see if they're going to do that for this.
The Japanese will respect that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll get all the video from people pushing each other. Yeah, Darth Vader, Cherry Blossom Limited Edition porcelain sculpture by Leandro.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. I mean, if you're a collector of porcelain stuff, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, my great grandma was.
Yeah.
That looks like you'd have to dust it often.
A lot.
You know?
It was in the curio cabinet.
That goes in there with the fine china and shit.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a collector of this kind of stuff, I guess it's cool, This was interesting. This is a dessert by Mooncrave. Treat yourself to these Star Wars Celebration exclusive chocolate waffles. I mean,
We have those at the parks. So
do
that's,
they?
That's normal dessert kind of
here
thing.
we are.
Yeah,
We're
they
just
do a lot of
throwing,
them.
we're just throwing
Different
everything.
packaging.
Put a Star Wars label on it. It's new.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So that is it for that. I guess. Oh, there's a poster pin from Sales One. I guess this was a Japanese poster from Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, and Star Wars Return of the Jedi will be available as a celebration alongside other collectible pins featuring Padme, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Han Solo and Darth Vader. So you're gonna get your share of pins out there, man. So like you can clean up on those things. So
Get those denim jackets ready.
Yep. And one more thing. The pre-orders for the new Star Wars stuff for Hasbro came out real quick because I want to jump into our review because I don't want to be on here long.
It's too late for that. Too late for that.
I already passed the witch call, but they released a couple Hasbro stuff. The Black Series Ezra Bridger from Ahsoka, which
Looks really old.
Yeah.
Like really old.
Yeah.
He's a pirate.
One of the stormtroopers, the night troopers from Ahsoka.
Yeah.
I mean, if you collect Black Series stuff, I guess this is cool. This was actually really cool, and I seen that when they released this, the legs extend, the arms extend. Like this was actually a really cool figure, and it actually stands a little higher, so it's actually really cool. And the little yeah, it's actually inside. You can actually take it out. It's really fucking small. Like, yeah. So it was really cool. Like that, I can honestly say that was actually really cool.
Right.
So that'll be a nice. I think that'll be a nice Black Series figure that people actually will pick up.
Out of box collectors who lose those things will go nuts.
It was so small, man. It was like really tiny. What's this? Caluso's figure from Rebels. Kalis, I forgot his damn name.
Is this the 3 3/4? Or
It's a 3 3/4 vintage collection. If you don't have that figure, and Asajj Ventress 3 3/4 figure. Again, I don't collect 3 3/4, and George, you'll have this down tomorrow on your show. Carson Tava, I forgot his real name, but you'll have him on the show to talk about that tomorrow. So definitely, if you check out George's hyperdrive, like he'll, definitely be talking about that, which is kind of cool. He was really excited too. I did see that in boxing, so he loves that character. So hopefully, we'll get to see more of his character.
Yeah,
Dengar from the vintage collection as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've released this figure before, but if you're a new collector to the vintage collection, you're gonna get that. And then a new land speeder from Luke, which is a vintage collection ship, I guess. So I mean, hey, if you're into it, I mean, hey, it's cool. That's it. Those are all up for pre-order now on the major channels, so you can definitely grab those. That is it for collection stuff. So that is it. I don't know if anybody has anything else. I mean, I got one thing for the toy box that, we do talk about, but I did get this awesome scale TIE bomber from actually a maker that I found. I actually got this off of eBay, and no one bid on it, and I got it for like $200.
That's good.
Yeah, I get to steal, so I'm like, so I reached out to him, and the builder, I don't want to say his name, but he's going to actually make me a couple other studio scale pieces.
That is cool.
Yeah, man. Thanks. So I got it for a steal. I'm surprised nobody bid on it because the base, to me, I'll make myself big real quick, but
yeah, biggins yourself.
Yeah, the base on that is really, really cool, man.
That is cool.
Yeah, so it doesn't light up or anything, but I really wanted one of these, and I'm glad I got it in like the studio scale form. So it's really cool. It's a really great piece, and he really built a really, really good piece, and it's actually magnetized on the wings. So
that's dope.
Yeah, man. So he did a hell of a job, man. I'll give him a shout out later. Actually, I'll ask him, but again, he did a great job on it. But man, he's got a couple more pieces that I commissioned him for. So yeah, and it doesn't overcharge, man, which is really great. I was actually happy to get that. So
Yeah, got to make sure you get his permission. You don't want to give him too much love. And
yeah, I mean,
you know?
yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I'll ask him, next time I
Oh,
talk to
yeah.
him, to give him a shout out or whatever. But yeah, man. So definitely good piece. But yeah, that's it for all the other news and stuff. If anybody has anything else, I'm pretty sure we can talk about it. But let's get into our review of Andor season 1, Road to Andor season 2, episode 11, 12, the last couple episodes. And I'll let you take it over. Go ahead, man. You do your thing.
Final 2 episodes, last arc of the season. Daughters of Ferrix and Rick's Road. So as it starts off, we find out that Andor's mother, she died, and it was very quiet and off screen. This I thought was interesting because you get a lot of the scene of them loading her up on the dolly through the windows, which as I'm watching it, this is almost the vision that the droid has. So it's almost like you're watching this from the droid's perspective, which I love when they do little subtle things like that. Mm-hmm. As they're all coming in, they're talking to him. And again, talk about the coolest droid. Just his interaction with everybody.
I'm surprised they didn't make toy wise. I'm surprised they just didn't kind of make you got a BB-8, you got R2D2.
Those are all cute. This one has emotional problems.
Yeah, but it was
and a stutter.
It doesn't do it.
Yeah. I don't know if this is toyetic.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean,
I want one, but I'm a 41-year-old man with emotional problems, so I can relate to it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're the demographic that can afford it.
That's
so
true.
why not?
I don't want a fucking BB-8. Get out of here with all your bubbly nonsense. I don't want these guys. He knows what's up. He's seen some shit,
I don't know. I kind of liked it. I was like, well, maybe they should have made one, but I guess not bad.
Andor is escaping from the planet, and I know there was some criticism about aliens in Andor.
Yeah,
I thought that these aliens gave a tie-in to the sequel trilogy, as opposed to the original or the prequel trilogy, just in their design and how they kind of interact. So I think, again, kind of bridges it and puts it together. I thought they were really cool. I loved the conversation. Everybody's thinking something's going to go bad, and then all of a sudden he's like, no, you're good. We're going to let you go because the Empire sucks.
Yeah, I love their dialogue, the dialect that they were using, and their designs. I saw no issues. I thought everything was cool.
Yeah, I thought they were fucking great. I was actually really impressed with it. So
Twosies too.
And those nets look nasty as shit, though, didn't they? They look sticky. They probably stunk.
Well, they stink too. So
because that whatever that gooey shit is that net's made of it's all in the sand. You know what I mean? That's the nastiest texture.
Yeah. It's great characters though, man. Definitely great characters.
Oh yeah.
Dang, 4 a.m. Sorry, Pat's fan. See you later, Bo.
Later, Kenny.
Yeah.
Shit.
This is just interesting because, again, this kind of gives you some of the background as far as how the rebellion is forming and trying to keep things secret. She shows up and is like, are we alone? Is he here? Mm-hmm. And just the whole, we have rules for a reason, and tries to put her in her place. And then, of course, it's the whole, well, I gave him Aldani. What have you done? And it's like, I do everything for him. What the hell are you talking about?
Everybody has a speech, bro. Everybody has what have I done? Listen, everybody. I'm like, damn, the secretary gets one too. Damn it, she does do a lot.
Yeah.
But don't you think this lady right here, Ed, this one is the cousin? She's the one on the poster for season 2 with the rifle. No,
I think so.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think they're both on the poster. I think I'm crazy, but I think they're both on there.
So.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the rebellion or the Empire is closing in on Andor Krieger, and they're trying to figure out how he ties into it. And man, Bix, shit. We have seen. I mean, we saw the Empire torture Han Solo, which was nothing.
Not compared to this shit.
Nothing. They brutalized, and again, just because it takes it to a different level. It's so much real. it puts the Empire in a whole different perspective as far as just who they are. I mean, I love doing the cosplay, and especially in stormtrooper armor and things like that. Watching this show, I'm like, I don't know if I could really do that as much and have as much
You could do
fun.
that guy looks like you right there.
If I started eating at McDonald's, if I start eating at McDonald's for the next 6 months.
Oh no, not the guy in the hologram, the guy in the black uniform.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Yeah, no, that I could pull off.
Yeah, well, geez, I wasn't calling you fat. Good lord.
Lord,
The
man.
heck? The heck?
The look, and again, I understand that Mon Mothma is selling out her family in every aspect.
Right.
But when the daughter shows up, I kind of froze it here on purpose. The look as she's about to hug her cousin and just looks over and just looks at her own mother with such disdain.
Yeah, but don't all
I
kids
know. I know.
I mean, we
I
all
mean,
got,
we all got teenagers, you know.
yeah, we all
like-
got teenagers, man.
Yeah, and but when I get that look, I'm like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
You know, what's going on?
Right.
She's looking at her mother like that, and her
This
mother's
is-
going, "Well, you can give me that evil look because I'm going to sell you off for my cause."
No, but I also think she wants to be sold off. Like,
Oh,
I think
no,
it's
she's-
the arranged marriage. She's all in on it. You know what I mean? And like, because it's a cultural thing for them here. I mean, that's how it's done. So I don't think anybody thinks wrong of it. She's just getting a little payola on the side.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that she's getting sold off yet, right?
I don't
Am I
think
No,
she's
crazy?
gonna-
she
I don't-
wants it, so
Yeah, she's not gonna care. She's gonna be like, I'm out. I don't ever have to look at that lady again.
I don't
Peace.
know, man. That might change. I don't know, but we'll see.
I don't think so. We saw in the trailer of the wedding, so I doubt.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
you're
know it's
right.
happening.
I'm wrong. Fuck.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
bad.
happening.
It's happening, girl. Shit.
I love this guy, this Irish guy. I love that he's back for a quick second.
The sergeant.
Yeah.
Or Scottish guy, whatever his accent
Yeah.
is. Fantastic.
Yes, and Cyril's mother. Oh, she's so bad. She's so mean to him.
It's
As soon as the call's over, she's like, "Oh yeah, now I see why shit went sideways."
yeah. It's a throw mama from a train situation. It's like you just want to throw her off a TIE fighter. Like,
You know what? You know what though? Like he kind of deserves it. He deserves to have a mom like that. Like he's
Yeah.
that kind of
in many
guy.
ways.
I don't feel bad for him.
No,
Yeah, he's
Don't
don't
you-
shoot himself.
you still want to. He still has the most punchable face in the whole show.
Agreed.
He's still ready to go. I just love that he's just sitting
Look at
there
that
feeling.
chin.
He's sitting there feeling sad for himself in his mom's kitchen, and then all of a sudden, this Scottish savior calls, and he's like, "Here's all the information you need, laddie. Let's go now." It's like, holy shit, the fucking story's off to the races. Bang.
Oh
That
yeah.
was good, man. I like the accent.
Steve and his accents.
Andor's back to the beach planet because he's got to recover his goods. So it was a good hiding spot. I didn't pull the other image into this, but this has a tie-in to Rogue One. So the alien that's in the bed sleeping
Mhm.
is the same species of alien that is sleeping next to Jyn Erso when she is about to get broken out of prison.
Huh.
Same exact thing. Same tendrils kind of flapping as they're snoring. It's just one of those subtle kind of connections between the two.
Yeah, look at that shit. I didn't even notice that. Eh? Goddamn.
That's really awesome that Andor gets back there and his shit's still there. It's like,
Right? After a month.
finally,
Well,
he gets a break, dude. Because like you just, like you know, like I knew when he was going up there, like it ain't gonna be there. It's never.
Right.
Oh my god, it is. Thank God. I'm so happy for him.
And how long's he been in prison?
Months, right?
6 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible cleaning crew.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't even hide it like in a tile or something. It's just like on the
It's
top.
just right there.
Yeah, top of the shower.
Nobody fucking looked for it. Oh, shit.
No?
Thank God a light bulb didn't go out. Someone's like, "What the fuck is that?"
Shit.
Luthen makes another visit to Saw Gerrera. Here's another one of those moments to where I don't know what he's carrying, but it again has kind of those indications, something similar to like a lightsaber hilt.
Hey,
Don't
man,
know.
lightsaber.
And he's got that whole point of like, look, put it down or give it back. Like, because the guy has no idea what it is.
I mean, I'm looking at the bottom, look at the metal. It's like a lightsaber hilt that has wood over it. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a fucking lightsaber, man.
Like a Gunji lightsaber.
Hidden in plain sight.
Hey, let's be honest though. If that shit is a lightsaber and they fucking release that as like a prop in Disney,
I buy it.
everybody's gonna get that shit. You know that, right?
That thing was dope.
Yeah, like they got something there, man. If that shit is something that's what it's supposed to be, man, that's gonna be kind of cool. You know, he already has a kyber crystal, so like he has a piece of a kyber crystal. Maybe once he gets it back from Andor, if he still has it, maybe there's a thing there. We'll see.
Oh, he should have it back because before he took off with his money, he gave the kyber crystal to the girl and said, "Give this back to him."
Oh shit! So yeah,
so he's got it back.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's there's so many things. Again, we're gonna get more into it, but like, yo, man, there's just so many fucking things, man, that leads this dude to be a fucking Jedi or something at some point.
No, and again, it makes sense. Who would have the biggest axe to grind with the Empire? Someone who got to watch their entire family, because that's all he knows is a family, get slaughtered.
Yeah.
What if we get a fight with him and like Vader or something like that, or an Inquisitor?
Well, I still think that like in Obi-Wan, he has been suppressing his Jedi abilities for so long that he's got really nothing in the tank at this point. Because he can't practice it. He can't do anything with it. I mean, maybe he does.
He could pull out a lightsaber and fuck somebody up real quick in the last ditch.
Yeah, but that's.
I'm telling you, like, if again, like I said, we said last week, like again, this is his like Andor will be his end, but like if there's a Vader scene and there's somebody that has to like shit go down, like I'm assuming that's going head to head there.
It would be dope. In the comics, they had a character, and I think it's one of the Jedi Council members, but he was like advising the Mon Cal, and I can't remember the full story, so I'm just going by off bad memory. But anyway, the guy is advising the Mon Cal to fight, and in doing so, he kind of gets in touch with his dark side. Vader ends up fighting him, and the fight goes between them, and Vader makes a point out that you're not following the Jedi path. So he kind of baits him, and then he ends up getting killed. But there's that. So it would be kind of cool if this guy's setting up the rebellion the way he's doing it, but he's losing in touch with his Jedi path.
We already know that because that was part of his whole speech that he gave down there. Every bit of it was like, look, I'm sacrificing everything. I'm giving up all. I'm becoming what I have fought my entire life. I'm becoming the bad guy in order to stop the bad guy.
Right.
Using the tools of my enemy.
Yeah, this would be cool.
Now, this is great because the whole, and it shows the reason why Saul Guerrero is so paranoid.
Yeah.
Like he's finally, I'm in, I'm ready to fight. No, that's not the best idea because Krieger's about to get taken out by the ISB. Like, wait, why would you sacrifice? He's on our side.
But it's a great juxtaposition to their scene just a couple episodes ago where Luthen was like begging him to work with Krieger, and Saul's like, no, I'm out of here for this. And now it's just vice versa. And it's just quick. It just goes to show you how quick the tide will change,
I love when he blamed it on Two Tubes. He's like, oh, yeah, it's Two Tubes' fault.
Yeah.
I like this shit. I was like, oh, okay.
Two Tubes like, what?
Yeah, don't throw me in that.
Yeah. He's like, tell him it's all right. Just tell him all the shit. It's fine. He's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. You're going to get me killed.
Yeah, I like that shit. That was cool. I like that. They're dynamic, when they playing off each other. I like that. I really do. I hope we get to see it one more time.
It just shows you too, like even in that moment of like, holy shit, what's going to happen? Luthen's like, I got jokes. Like I am calm in all this shit. Don't even stress about this. Because the only time he raised his voice was when that nerd from the elevator was like, what did you sacrifice? That's the only time. No other time. Every other time he's just chilling. He's just monotone, relaxed, cool, calm, collected, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. So as he's leaving this conversation with Saul Guerrero, he's in contact. I love the code that they use as far as using their collecting of antiquities to kind of in place of the characters they're talking to. And then, of course, in the middle of the conversation, the signal gets jammed and we get some of the coolest Star Wars space scenes,
dude, this
that we've seen ever.
I think I sent a text to the group right when it ended. I was like, oh my God, that's the best thing.
Yes.
The Colin Cantwell ship is fucking awesome. Like that was a great call out for his character. Like that is, again, like one of the guys who created like half the Star Wars vehicles and shit. That's really cool. Like to give him homage and even to create that, that ship on screen is.
That ship is badass. Luthen's ship is. We need more of those. I like in the Star Wars universe, it's like the really cool ships. There's only one.
What's up, Evan?
What's up, Evan?
This was the best. This is one of the best scenes. Like fucking.
Oh,
yo.
And the way he plays it, he's like, "Oh no, I got an engine problem," and it all fits because his ship is so badass that it communicates back. He's able to generate an ID code from somewhere from Alderaan, just like that they pick up on right away,
and it clears.
It clears.
It
without
takes a
question.
few minutes, but it clears. They're like, it's cool. Like we just let him go.
Yeah, that shit was fucking mean, yo. And when he started dropping the bombs in the fucking back,
he's releasing something. What is that?
Yeah.
Well,
I was like,
and the fact that he sets it up to where he's like, all right, well, their tractor beam's at a level 2. I need it to be pulling so hard. So we're going to gun it. They're going to turn up the tractor beam. And once they turn the tractor beam, I'm going to let this shit out because it's going to fly backwards at them so fast. And it just destroys their ship, which is awesome.
And then he zooms around, and then right by their fucking right by the bridge, he just passes right in front of like gives them a look, like check this shit out.
It was mean shit, dog. Like, yo, and surprise again.
He's got lightsabers on his damn spaceship.
No, right? Yo, it's just like what yo.
Is that where he put his kyber crystal thing? Was in his ship?
Yeah. The crazy shit is we've never seen this shit before happen. Like,
no.
Me of some Star Trek shit, and I was like, well, maybe this is like this. Yo, I've never seen this before, and it was like I think that was the part that kind of blew me away. It's like I've never seen a ship move like that in Star Wars with fucking lasers fucking just rolling around like that. It was dope.
And I love the shot from the bridge of the captain standing there, and it's just like 2 plumes of smoke, and then and his whole shit is jacked up. It's like, oh my God.
Yep.
It's so good.
And then just like that, scene. Boom, gone. End of episode.
Yo, the cockpit, like the Falcon cockpit, like god damn, like you're in Star Wars, like that's just beautiful. I like that.
Yeah. And the look on the Imperial captain's face as he goes into hyperspace, and you can even see, if you look in that picture, the front of his ship is just destroyed.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck just happened? Like, it was a little Hallcraft. Just how did he's just dumbfounded
so quickly?
It's great.
And Luthen never even his heart rate didn't even raise.
No,
the way he was flying that ship, he was just so calm and cool.
So calm. It's like, again, fucking Jedi shit.
It's that Jedi training.
Yeah, man. This dude's a fucking Jedi. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Although you quiet over there. What you think?
It's a loud house. So yes, I think we've been saying this for weeks. Yeah, he's definitely a damn Jedi. This was a great scene. Like I would love for this like hall display, like a whole side of a room. You know what I mean? Just kind of sit in and hang out.
That looks like a comfy chair he's sitting in.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would sit in this, have a big screen TV there, just sit there like I'm going in hyperspace, and then I turn on the ball game.
It's got lumbar support and everything.
So that you think that's
better
better
for my back and my hip?
It's better than the $1,000 Falcon chair.
Oh shit, 1,500.
15, yeah. If only it was 1,000. If only.
Shit. So, hey George, when you get this in the Galaxy Squadron, will you get this ship?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. I would get that in anything, a model too. It's a
Yeah.
cool looking ship.
Yeah, shit. If they do this right, they could put like little like beams on the side of that shit, and you get a little mount for. Oh, that'd be cool as shit.
That would be cool.
See, this is one to where I want the information about this ship in a technical guide. I want to know what this ship has. I need to know the specifics. That's the kind of stuff I need to read.
Yeah, we'll probably get all that after Andor season 2.
Is there an art of Andor book, Sean?
I don't know, George. You would know. Did you know if there's one?
I don't know, but I'll look it up. Probably is.
Shit, I ain't even.
That would be where you'd find some of those pictures of that ship you're looking for. There.
Yeah.
The answer is it's coming up.
Dang. Well, they
Not yet.
scooch on that one.
So we finally get into the final episode of Andor season 1, and everything is coming together. It's all in the name of the show.
Yeah,
we're all a bunch of geeks. So everything is coming.
We want to be here. We're not even getting paid. So nerdy.
So Andor calls home and finds out the unfortunate news that his mother has passed. And the guy answering the phone knows that he's coming home. But he's not the only one heading back to Ferrix. Here comes Dedra Meero, and she's obviously in high regard with everybody because they sent a couple of death troopers with her, which, you got to be pulling some upfront and big name people who are backing you if they're sending those troopers with you.
Yeah, those ones can hit their targets. So
yeah. I mean, they're badass.
They knew that. Well, they did do some shit. They did. You know what? They did kill my motherfuckers.
All the stormtroopers went to town on people in this one, but of course they're all unarmed. So you've got the kid who's looking at the picture of his father and building some bombs.
Yeah.
We get the news that Andor.
I think we was all thinking the same thing anyway.
Well, Cyril's trying.
Yeah, I know, right?
He makes a strong case for himself at the end of this episode.
Oh yeah.
If anybody does, it's him.
Mon Mothma has figured out a way to kind of blame her husband for her missing 400,000 because she knows the driver is ISB, and just rolls him right under the bus about having a gambling problem when he actually doesn't. Poor guy. At least not that we know of.
I don't think her family is gonna make it out of this alive, dog.
No.
I mean, like, he is like shitty, but like, does he deserve all this? Does he deserve to get like just steamrolled for this whole debt? Oof.
I mean, he's a dick. He's a dick.
He's a dick. I'm all right with him getting nixed.
Yeah. So
like, does he hit her or something? Like,
well,
so I need something more than he's just kind of like a shitty dude.
Well, you figure there's only 3 in the family. It's her and her husband and the daughter. The daughter gets married off, so she's off on her own. If this follows to what we've seen in Rebels, she's the only one who got off the planet in Coruscant. She left him. Either he's already dead or she just left him behind.
Well, anybody with his hairstyle has to stay on.
I think to me, I think they all just die. Like, I think they're
maybe
all
they do.
Yeah, I think they're all executed, and then that's it. Like, there's nothing. So that way, she doesn't have any. She really goes deep into the rebellion, and that gives her like even more of a reason to just do whatever they do. Because everybody's going to sacrifice something at some point in this. So like, it may get deeper. I don't know. But
that looks like the most comfortable flying car ride ever, too, right? Didn't it? It was all smooth, like.
Yeah, of course. That's the best money can buy.
Come on, man, we need to get there. Come on, people.
So Andor gets back, and it's kind of interesting because you've got kind of the flashback to him with his father, kind of talking about just the general things that drive him, and then you get to hear. I'm drawing a blank on the kid's name. But as he is basically reading off his manifesto. So between those two things, it's further building what makes Andor who he is and the reason he does what he does, especially with the rebellion, because his mother obviously is into the cause. His father taught him about always looking out, looking over your shoulder, and then he's got the manifesto in there. So it's great character building for him. Andor Krieger gets taken out and slaughtered. And again, it's interesting how the entire Imperial crew was like, oh, this was great. We came in and nobody survived. The only one who's pissed off is Dedramero.
Right. Shit.
Because she knows that, you can't get information from dead people.
Yeah.
Like I said, everybody is heading back to Ferrix.
Damn, that's nice.
Look at this shit.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking nice. Yeah.
And I would assume that he has that speeder in his ship.
Yeah, I would assume that. Yeah.
So,
Like
little
Maul,
compartment.
like you know how Maul had his little speeder in his ship.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a great ship. Great ship.
Great kind of return dialogue as he's second guessing. I never should have left her. I should have made her come with me. And his buddy's like, she said all of this. She knew everything that you would say. And then basically lets him know, like, look, she's fine. She doesn't blame you.
Yeah.
And again, it continues to just push him down that rebellion road.
Yeah, he was already there though.
Yeah.
He wasn't committed to the cause. He was just doing it to do it.
Yeah.
But he's been a very proud, son of Ferrix or what have you. He's doing his job. He's following the rules, but he never seemed like a guy that would he seems like he has a lot of honor. He's not going to let somebody push him around.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, everybody is coming to Ferrix for this funeral.
I thought this was really great. How everything kind of came full circle,
right to the point
of everything. I thought this was great.
I am so glad that all of the people who turn on Andor,
I thought they all
end up getting there. Yep, they're with their comeuppance.
Mm-hmm.
Great funeral.
Yo, let me tell you, the way this led up to what it led up to was so watching it a second time, or shit, maybe a third time, you appreciate the build up to what it built up to. And I thought I think this was great. I really did think that, and it was filmed very, very well.
Once the music starts, it kind of keeps going for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Up until, shit really hits the fan, but it's a great build up, like you said, Sean. And I like the different factions almost coming together. They're all different colors and they all kind of meet in the same central area. And it's just really, really cool. Dang, man. I'm not going to have a funeral like that. God, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, thanks.
And another fantastic dialogue moment. Her speech and the build-up, and in the first part, she's taking little jabs at the Empire, nothing too serious, and then finally she's just like, and you gotta fight the bastards. Yeah. All of a sudden they're like, oh, wait a minute.
She's like, the Empire is a disease. I was like, oh shit.
She was like, I've been asleep, but now I'm fucking awake. I'm like, I was like, ooh. I remember watching this, and I called Steve. Me and Steve, I think we talked about it. He was like, wasn't that speech of some
shit? She said it's easy for dead people to tell you to fight. So I'm going to tell you to fight because I'm dead. It's that's tough, dude.
Yeah. That shit, it got you, man. Just this is it's kind of weird, but it's not the beginning of the rebellion, but it was the beginning of them fighting back the Empire. And that was this is kind of that crowning moment. It's do you see what happened on Ferrix? This is what happened, what they did. Maybe that kind of resonates with the rest of the galaxy, and this moment was a pretty much a turning point.
Well, and when the Imperial guy comes and he tries to throw the blanket or whatever over it, and it just covers part of her face, and she still yells.
Yeah,
that just it's everything.
And some of that was even kind of foreshadowed by Nemec in his manifesto, when he's like, all of these little things move our cause forward. Every little bit against the Empire, what they're trying to do doesn't make sense. They can't.
Everybody's just taking jabs at me.
Yeah,
I'm on here, so obviously.
So
We're having our nerd breakdown, you know. So this is what we do.
Look,
the Empire,
Ed, that's your guy right there.
Same
you
guy.
know,
You got to get the suit, dog.
Ed,
all right,
you could do it.
I definitely could. Well, so I'll have one of those by the next time we go to a celebration.
All right, nice. Hopefully, it's
So-
here in the States because if it's overseas, ain't going.
Got to go rescue his ex-girlfriend because it's kind of shitty. He knows that the only reason she's there is because of him. But again, she is just messed up.
And it's perfect because all the guards and stuff are not
Outside.
there because they're dealing with all that shit. So Andor can easily get in. And I mean, he does have to murder a couple of people, but you know, that's his move. That's his move, man. Pow,
Point
pow.
blank.
It is his move, right?
He doesn't waste any ammunition. He's like, you know how I don't miss? I fucking right against him and shoot them in the face.
I don't fucking hesitate. He just bang, bang. Like, he does not care.
There's never like a shaking hand. Nope, pow, dead.
No, yeah. All his kills are close-up kills.
He's like a race car driver. He makes decisions really quickly.
Shit.
And here's when everything blows up, literally.
Yeah, that was
What
cool.
was Andor's big friend? His big buff guy friend. What was his name?
So the guy with the
Brasso.
Brasso.
Yeah.
He was kicking the shit out of those.
At one
Empire
point, he
dude,
had
bro.
it looked like an arm, like a metal arm or a droid arm or
was
something. He
just
was beating the shit out of
wrecking
somebody with
stuff.
it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. And then, of course, once everything blows up, they give the word, shoot everybody. And a couple of those people, like the one where the stormtroopers on the back of the speeder with the big cannon, and you just see people flying across the screen. They are just mowing them down.
I'm looking at them like kind of analyzing the gun prop. Like when I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, is that have lineage? Like you know, you looking deep at it, you're like, damn, I wonder what, you know, is it old stuff? Is they're all new guns? I'm pretty sure they are, but like it's just kind of cool to see that kind of stuff, you know, the suits.
Well, and it's cool seeing the stormtroopers actually be scary.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they're murdering people, and they because of their
targets.
Yeah, you know, they have no expression. It's just this scary looking force. It's good.
Yeah.
And see, this is when it makes the line from A New Hope that, oh, only Imperial troops are so precise. This is when it makes sense. Everything else that we've seen up until and around that point, we're like, what the hell is he talking about? But if these are the guys that you came across, yeah, they're not missing right now.
Well, I
Everybody
imagine
that they're aiming for, they're killing.
A lot of the guys that are stormtroopers that are missing are just like some random farmers they picked up on some shitty planet that they took for some resources, and they're like, all right, just put the uniform on, just go shoot, just go over there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Jedi. Send those fucking assholes in. Who cares? They can't hit anything. I don't care. Just stall them.
And this may look like a love scene, but it is not. He's getting shanked.
You shanked the shit out of him, man.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
And they said that when we first met her back before Eldani, that she is the cold-hearted killer in the group, and she is.
Yeah. She did that shit with no problem. Great.
The anvil guy kicked the stormtrooper right off the tower.
Oh, so great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That guy has been in almost every episode for like a split second, you know, just doing something every time. And he gets his moment. Like, get the fuck out of here. This is my spot. I have one job and I'm going to do it. Get out of here. So good.
And then what was
the Dedra, and Cyril saves her, but makes it look like he's actually taking her off to shoot her or kill her, but saves him. And then, of course, she's like, I feel like I should thank, but she doesn't actually thank him.
No, she didn't say
I
shit.
feel like I should thank you.
Yeah,
you should.
I don't know, man. There's something. She probably, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be interested to see where her character ends up, because I don't think she survives, but Andor's got to get everybody off I'll be curious to see when we get to season 2 if the planet that they're all on is the Ganji moon where he sends them to.
Okay.
So you've got that. You've got the final meeting as they're putting the kids together.
He was kind of happy when now I realize
she wants it
for it. Yeah, shit. I didn't even think about it. I just realized it. Like she was all in for it.
Yeah, that one's got like a whole Bride of Frankenstein look going on with her.
Yeah, she does.
Oh yeah,
fucking sinister.
And then the final scene is Andor's on the ship waiting for him, and he's like, "You came here to kill me. I saw you. I know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Gun's right there.
Right.
I'm right here. Go ahead, kill me, or take me in."
Right.
And you get a last little smile from Luthen where he's like, "All right, I got my guy that I thought I was going to have before."
And that was it.
And that was it. So, what do you guys think overall? Andor season 1. We'll come to that in a minute.
I mean, to me, it still gets a hero. Like, there were really, to me, my view on it, there were really no moments that where I was not like, okay, well, this is the story we're getting. And I think me and Steve come to the terms like this is Game of Thrones writing, and it works in this Star Wars universe. The writing as well, the acting as well. That I just think it really does. It's a slower paced Star Wars show, but at the end of the day, it's a great Star Wars show, and it's very well written and very well directed. And like to me, this sits very high on like. I mean, there's not a lot of Star Wars shows, but like to me, it's very well done. Mandalorian is great, but it's not written like this. And that's the part that I really like about this one. So it gets a hero for me,
Yeah, I agree, Sean. Hero for me as well. This is my favorite Star Wars. This is top. And it's crazy because when they announced all these live action shows, this was the one that I wasn't excited for. I was like, what the hell? I was so excited for the Acolyte and for some other stuff, and I was like, Andor, what the hell? And it just blew me away. There's not one. I don't have one complaint, not one. And even the slow moments on the second viewing, even the slow moments, every moment has meaning. Every conversation is leading to something else. Every single thing is meticulously thought out and paced, and this is perfection for me. So highest of heroes.
Who's next? Whoever. Go ahead. Hello.
No, okay, I'll go. Yeah, it's a definite hero. I'm probably going with Mandalorian first, though. I think I had more fun with Mandalorian. This one, of course, it's fantastic, but I think, but it's also we've had 3 seasons with the Mandalorian, so it's hard to compare with one season of this, But I think on the second viewing, I appreciated it more. I think on the first viewing, even though I liked it, I was kind of like, okay, it's good, it's fun. It's interesting. We're getting to Rogue One. I still know what happens, but now it's like I'm seeing more and more of that setup. And as you said, like everybody gets a speech. I don't know if everybody should have gotten a speech, but hey, it's fine. It's a little bit of that. It's like, why is everyone?
Why is the secretary's dressing you down?
Yeah, it's like I know what you're all sacrificing. I've seen it. I'm seeing it, so it's fine. But I do like this. I do like it a lot. So.
It's like, I get it. You're sacrificing everything. Okay.
This is what you do when you rebel. We know.
And we'll let you go, and then George, you can close it out for us, man.
Absolute hero. Love the writing. I like Mandalorian. Mandalorian feels Star Wars. It's got the characters, the backgrounds, the planets, but the Game of Thrones style writing and storytelling and the consequence, because I said this early on, that this movie or this series, at least right now, makes the original Star Wars trilogy that much better because it gives everything that's happening so much more weight. We can watch those and go, oh, you've got the rebellion, you've got the empire. seeing this makes those jump off the page even more. And so from a writing and storytelling perspective, this is my favorite Star Wars. Now, and I know we've talked about this before, and this may be a little sacrilege, but I'd be curious. And with George, you following up, curious on your take. With this style of Star Wars, it's definitely more adult. It's definitely darker. Could you see doing this type of Star Wars and using it to reboot the original trilogy in a much different format with more in-depth storytelling? And because let's face it, we liked those because we were kids. I'm an adult now. I wouldn't mind seeing A New Hope in an adult story.
Oh, Raging Mandos, even like we're all kind of like, oh,
I mean,
that's so hard. Like you can't, you can't.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to see that rebooted. I like it as is. Yeah, I like the original trilogy as it is. So the thing that I love about Star Wars is that Star Wars is fun. It takes me to it's like a fantasy. It takes me out of the reality of life. Andor has way too much realism for me. And I love the show. I think the show is great. And definitely liked it more the second go around. Because I knew what I was getting myself into versus like when I first saw it and seeing it like episode and waiting a week and another episode and not always getting the payoff. It just felt very slow the first time I saw it. With the second watch, and I was able to get, just continue the pace going. It definitely made it more entertaining. I still feel like it was 2 episodes too long, and I still feel like Mandalorian has it beat for me because it just Mando is a fun show. It has the elements, like you said. It feels more like Star Wars than Andor does. Andor is a great show. I love Game of Thrones. I love those serious shows. And now watching this over again, I do like this one a lot more, like I said. But when I watch Star Wars, I don't want that. I want to go in and have a good time and walk out of there and have one of these moments where I want to go right back to the seat and rewatch it right there. And I never get that feeling when I watch Andor. I watch it once and I'm good. I watch it.
It is
a little too heavy.
Right? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
I can get that. That's why you need a balance sometimes. That's why, like, when we're talking in the beginning of the show about like the different types of movies, like Deadpool, Wolverine, kind of that stuff. You need that balance, And this is good, especially because we do get Mando. We do get that other side of the universe, right? So I'm able to enjoy this and then go and chew on popcorn and enjoy that. And I think that's why it balances. But if we have everything is done this style, it is so exhausting.
Ooh, yeah.
And we already talked about our anxieties here. Like we're already going to be looking at everything twice.
Yeah, it's the Andor wouldn't be Andor if everything was the way Andor is.
I agree with that.
I think season 2 is gonna change that because Rogue One, like what Frankie's saying right there, Rogue One had a good balance. It was you had K2SO that brought in just a little bit of humor to make it fun,
Right.
So, and that was what I felt was missing in this show. It was serious all the way through, So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I shit. I mean, I think everybody's points is actually very valid, and it's really like kind of like yeah, you're right too. But yeah, man, like shit. Hey, listen, it was fucking great. I can't wait to see season 2. I can't wait to review it. George, you're welcome to come back for season 2, dog, because we're gonna review it. I mean, I know you're gonna review it on your show too, but it's again, it's up to you, your call. But again, we enjoyed you on the show, brother. Listen, man. If you are not watching Hyperdrive, dog, you gotta watch Hyperdrive, man. George and them boys do a great job over there, man. And George does a great job on reviewing stuff, and like he does his own thing over there as well. So, man, definitely, man. Look, the door's always open for you, brother. Look, I appreciate you coming on, man. Definitely do. I know it's late, so I'm sorry about that.
No, it's fine, man.
we are on the East Coast, except for Steve, but
it's early for me.
Yeah, listen, we said it all. Listen, I appreciate everybody for coming.
I think Ed has.
I have some homework.
Oh shit! Ah, damn you, Ed.
So we still have a couple weeks until the season 2. And I know we'll talk about this in broader scales. I don't expect everybody to do this homework, but I want to kind of talk a little bit more about Saul Guerrero because we know he plays a bigger role in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get some perspective, here is where we have seen him within the animation world. He's got a few in Clone Wars, Bad Batch, and Rebels. You don't obviously need to watch the entire episode because some of them he's only in like a 5-minute segment. And the beautiful thing about having Disney Plus, you can jump right to the episode and scrub it right to that point and just kind of watch how he interacts. So in the Clone Wars, you get to see how he becomes who he is with the whole situation on Andor. And then as it goes through Bad Batch and Rebels and get to see his kind of progression to what we are now seeing in Andor. So I'll obviously watch it all and have all the notes. So I'll do the homework so everyone doesn't have to.
God damn it, Ed! I swear to God, like, yo,
hold on. Let me take a picture of that.
Yeah, you just pull the shit out your ass and just like, hey, do this. This is the guideline. Like, man,
now I need you to take it one step further and give me the timestamps. You know what I'm saying? I need those timestamps.
Yeah, I don't got time to search, Ed.
Yeah, shit. Man, but again, Ed, I mean, look, thank you. We appreciate it. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to see that and be like, okay, we can do that. So definitely, again, you do a hell of a job, bro. I appreciate you.
Yes, and I know Raging Mando was talking about Saul is in the new novel. I'm about a half to 2/3 of the way through it. Mm-hmm. It's not the easiest read. Listen, depending on which direction you're going.
What's the book called?
It's the one with Mon Mothma. It's I don't remember off the top of my head. Where's my phone?
No worries.
But yeah, no, I mean it's good. It's giving you more of that kind of background story. You've got Mon Mothma, you've got Bail Organa, you've got Saul Guerrero, you've got a bunch of other kind of behind the scenes characters that we don't know about that are kind of filling the void. And it's what's happening building up to this and getting them to that spot. But I mean, I'm enjoying it because again, I love that. Yes.
Reign of the Empire, The Mask of Fear.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, check that book out if you want to know more about Saul Guerrero. But damn, I mean, you can also look at fucking Ed's damn title card that he got. So definitely. But yeah, man, listen. Thank you guys, man, for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. Again, check out Hyperdrive, George and the crew over there, man. They do great shit over there, man. Definitely thank you again for coming on, brother. And yeah, man. This is Sean.
This is Will.
This is Steve.
And this is Ed.
George, I'll let you sign out too, brother.
And George.
And may the force be with you.
Always.